Hey there, Booktube. Noah, everyone who reads it must converse. Thanks for coming by and happy Tag Tuesday. So, I was tagged. I've been tagged in a few tags, and I'm gonna get to them. Jack, don't you don't think that I forgot about you. But Christy Louise at Dostoevsky in Space did the boyfriend tag. It's a pretty fun one. It was some cool interactions. So now it has become the wife tag. This is a series of questions. Myona Reeds is the creator of this tag, and it's a series of questions where it seems like what the booktuber is doing is asking their significant other bookish questions, and this is a perfect kind of thing for me and my wife. So, Emily, how are you today?
Good.
What you been up to?
Taking care of the family.
We were kicking around the idea of, using some substitute for Emily, but we uh we decided against it. So we'll just get to it. Thank you for joining me, baby.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you.
Um first question. How long have we been together?
Oh, 18 years.
And question number 2. What was our first date?
Um, we went to a movie after going to a concert and reconnecting. We went to a movie on you.
Right. Very cool. Number 3. What is my most anticipated book coming up?
Mm, well, I think it's a series that is behind you. Um,
The Zohar?
yes.
That I definitely am looking forward to reading that. I think it's more of a question of like a new book that might be coming out, but I'm not one that really follows new books. I'm the type of reader that I'll go into the library. That's where I really get turned on to some new books, and I'll look at the just released shelves, what they got in there, and I just basically scan for stuff that looks interesting, or if there is an author that I like, then I'll read their new book. So, number 4, what is the last book that I read?
Mm. Um, Last book you read? Uh, Not sure. You read so many.
Right? Well, um, that's an acceptable answer. She doesn't know. It takes me a minute to even think of what is the last book that I read. I finished Anna Karenina. That's not the last book I read. I finished The Passion According to G.H. That's the last book that I finished. Um, and I'm currently reading a couple others. So, number 5, what is my favorite book? Do you
Hmm.
know?
Well,
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
the Bible?
That's a good guess. um, it's very hard to pin down my favorite book. That's for sure. I don't know. I haven't done this kind of desert island, top 5 or something kind of books. But my favorite book, might be The Violent Buried Away. I love the themes. I love the Southern literature, all that kind of stuff. But it very well, if I just sit and really think about what my favorite book would be like, to keep and have all the time, and it might be a spiritual text. It might very well be the Bible. So awesome. Number 6, what is my favorite book genre? Do you know?
Religious.
Spiritual text, yeah. A religious books, sure. Probably is my favorite book genre. If I go to a new bookstore, a used bookstore that I haven't been in before, that's where I will head to first. Um, Spirituality, their religion section, and spiritual text, spiritual section. Or I'll go to literary criticism and just read books about writers or breaking down writing or certain writers. Very cool. Number 7, how much time do I spend reading?
Um, well, if you do 8 hours of work, you probably do just as much in reading.
Maybe 40 hours a week reading. I don't think I can get close to that.
Yes, you do.
I'd love it if I could, that's for sure. Um, if I'm in a good fiction book, then maybe those weekends I do just, hammer through it. All good. Uh, Number 8, what is one thing that you notice about my reading habits?
Um, you do it on your own time, alone, and that's it.
Well, I mean, I read for a couple of hours out in the living room today, with all the girls around and stuff. So, um, you know, I don't need to be alone to read. That's for sure. I definitely, I think what you're trying to say is that I make time to read. Yeah,
Yep.
very cool. Number 9, what do you think? What do you think that I should read soon?
Hmm. We should finish Ulysses.
Nice. Ulysses by James Joyce. We did put that on the back burner when all this kind of went down, and people's concentration really wasn't there for the amount of kind of reading and analyzing the kind of reading we were doing with it, I think. So we put Ulysses by James Joyce on the back burner just halfway through the novel. We were on chapter 9. It's 18 chapters. So yeah, we should pick that one back up. Emily and I were doing that on audio and reading it as we go. Definitely cool. I want to get through that one too. That's for sure. Number 10, what book would you consider reading soon?
Um, I would actually like to reread Eye of the Dragon.
Eye of the Dragon by Stephen King.
Yes.
That's a really awesome little story. If anybody's not familiar, it's an early Stephen King. It's definitely fantasy elements, not any characters that are not human, unless you count the dog. So it's a it's an awesome story, and it'll stick with you for a while. That's for sure. All right, so here's the real question: superhero or supervillain?
Super villain.
Nice. I like it. Very confident. You seem like you're having a little trouble there, baby. Hold on. Don't. You're sweating. It's all good, okay? All right, number 12. This is the last question, but it's in multiple parts. So I'm going to give you some bookish terms, and I want you to define them. Just whatever you think, okay? You ready?
No.
All right. What does it mean? Booktube.
Um, you're reviewing books on YouTube.
Nice. Acceptable. Reading slump.
Um, that you're finding issues in reading.
Having issues.
Having issues
Maybe
reading
when you
or
when you
timing.
can't, right? Yeah. Maybe can't find time to read. Things like that. Sure. TBR.
TBR?
TBR.
Don't know.
TBR means is an acronym for to be read. It's a book that you have that you are putting on a to be read, TBR. Something you want to get to. A wrap up.
Um, making a video on the end of you're done with reading a book, but you're doing a video on that.
Typically, yeah, maybe what you've read through a week, and you wrap up that week or even a month, or wrap up for the month or something like that. Readathon.
Oh, readathon. Um, well, maybe you're reading multiple books in a certain amount of time, and um, you're supposed to do a video on this, and you do it.
That's a great guess, baby. You got it. You got most of it. That's for sure. A certain amount of time set by whoever puts on the readathon, and a readathon is where you see how much you can read in that amount of time, whether it be a day or a week or whatever it might be. And then last but not least, a reading vlog.
There are people that vlog on certain books and you
Oh,
communicate on those books. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
you hurt me.
I'm so sorry. You're good.
Um,
You're good. You're
okay,
good.
okay. So,
Well, a reading vlog. A vlog is, kind of when you are filming yourself while you're doing something else. So a reading vlog is basically when you are filming yourself reading. Not something that I do on this channel, or or haven't done. So I guess some people like to see other people reading. So that's it. Thank you, baby, for doing the Booktube Wife Tag with me.
well, you're welcome.
Very fun, guys. Thank you, Christy Louise, for tagging me. And I've seen a couple others doing this tag. It's pretty fun. Always funny. Always nice to see people interacting with their better halves. And thank you very much for joining me. Catch you on the flip side, Booktube. Bye bye.